E fala pessoalzinho, como que vocês estão? Tudo jóia? Seguinte pessoal, hoje iniciando aqui o segundo episódio de Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, diretamente do ano que a gente parou aqui. E já estamos com o rabo gente, já encarando a gente aqui ó, friamente, né? Pra quem não viu aí o primeiro episódio, pô, assista aí, tá no canal, já foi postado tudo certinho lá, dá uma olhadinha aí pra você entender como que a gente tá aqui, né? Como que a gente foi parar aqui. E bom, vamos continuar então o segundo episódio, né? A gente tinha que conversar com a mulher aqui que salvou a gente, né? Vamos ver o que vai dar.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Tá.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Tá. Eu entendo, pô,
Easy
tem
as pie.
6 do negócio.
I can do
Vamos
that.
ver.
Sage has a purple blossom, and
Tá.
chamomile has white petals with a yellow center.
Tá.
Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad.
Coitado do
You
homem
really
gemendo.
do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Acho que dou conta. Não, tem razão, não estou me sentindo muito bem. Não, dá conta, né?
Not to worry.
Coitado da mulher.
I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
O dialoguinhozinho grande, hein? Bom, vamos lá então, né? Tá, M-mapa. A gente tem que pegar sálvia e tem que pegar a camomila aqui em cima, né? Mas também tem o rapaz morto aqui que nós tem que levar, né? Esse aqui é a pá. F. É o I, né? A missão, então bora lá. Mas é pessoalzinho, mano. Isso aí é legal, hein? Por enquanto tá muito bom o jogo, rapaziada. Vamos ver o que vai dar, né? Tá porra. Isso aqui me ataca, mano? Acho que não me ataca não, pô. As ideias, mano. Tá, deixa ele ir então, vambora. Vambora, vambora.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder.
Aqui.
Oh, this bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
É, bora. Minhas animações estão muito boa, velho, muito boa. Ui. Tá, tem que jogar ele aqui. Ah, enterrar, tá. Aí. Após um pouco de trabalho árduo. GG. Tá. Então agora a gente tem que buscar o negócio, né? Ai, carai. Bati nele, mano. Não era pra... Não era pra bater, mano. Foi sem querer, velho. Foi sem querer, mano. Tá. Spike aqui pra cima, né? Que ela tinha falado atrás da cabana. Vambora. Vambora, vambora.
Shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Caralho, olha lá, rapaziada. Que massa, mano. Tá, bora. Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Vou pegar mais um pouquinho, mano. Aproveitar, né? Vai que vai ser mais importante, né? Acredito que vai ser bem importante. Pegar o máximo que der boa aqui, mano. Que talvez depois a gente não tenha essa facilidade toda, né? Pra pegar esse tipo de coisa. Se eu tenho que enfrentar um dragão, velho. Deu boa. A camomila tá aqui também. Beleza.
That's it. Chamomile.
Camomile.
Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Camomile. Pega mais camomila. Isso que tem. Acabou? Tem mais aqui. Mas não vou pegar isso tudo não, mano. Só vou pegar mais esse aqui, boa. Pronto. Já deve ser mais que suficiente, né? Então bora voltar. Um cachorro latino.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Preciso
I'm looking for those renegades who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered. Hey,
Ai,
you!
carai.
What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Ah, tá. Posso conversar.
Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out
shit.
here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
Sofremos em vocês não parecem homens de vão. Eles nem ferrando que parece homem de, tipo, cavaleiro, velho. Nem
You're from
lascando.
Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Véi. Man. Mandamos ele embora. 6, sobrevivência. Acho que é mais fácil esse aqui, velho, do sobrevivência. Vamos ver, qualquer coisa entra no confronto mesmo.
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds round here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond. Not to the rocks, but along the other bank that leads to the crossroads by the birch tree, and then into that long gorge. Decent folk don't go there. It's a hiding place for all kinds of dodgy types, so a couple more won't be noticed.
Aye, I know the crossroads with the birch tree. Oh, that's a long fucking way from here.
Aye, but if you hurry, you'll be in that long gorge before dark.
Shit, I've been up all night, and now I'm supposed to hightail it to the fucking birchwood?
Deu boa, mano. Não precisei meter o louco não, velho. Tocha, pega. Agora que eu vi que tinha tocha aqui. Tem árvore aqui também. Calma, moça. Calma, velha. Deixa eu ver, mano, essa tocha. Aqui. Foi? Tá. Eu não sei que pra tocha, mas tá bom. Vou falar com a mulher.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I
Agora
reckon
que eu
it was
vi que a
one
gente
of
tá
those who
sujo, né,
followed us
mano?
yesterday.
Tomar um
Look
banho.
here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Ela merece a verdade, velho. Eu tô achando. Você merece saber a verdade. Não posso falar nada. Ela...
Well, I must bow
Ela
to your
merece.
ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered those birches me and Sir Hans rode past. How's he doing? Will he be alright?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about
É uma
it.
boa, hein? Claro que eu preparo.
Alright, I'll try.
Não sei se eu tenho um pouco de experiência com alquimia. Mano. Nós aprendemos na
I've
hora,
been at the
velho.
alchemist bench a few times, but
A gente aprende,
it's
não.
been quite a
Não tem
while.
problema não.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Você deixa eu tomar um banhão, mano, primeiro. Eu tô sujo, não fica legal não, velho.
prepared, there's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
Aqui. Então bora. Então bora.
First, go to the recipe book.
Tá.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Mistura de
And
camomila.
remember what you have to do. Then
O
get
sono
back
cura
to the
mais
bench
rápido.
and
Se
we'll
for boa
start.
qualidade, a energia também recupera mais rápido durante o sono. Você vai precisar de vinho, 2 punhados de camomila e 1 punhado de sálvia. Adicione camomila e ferva por um turno. Moa a sálvia e adicione ao caldeirão, por fim sirva. Tá. Tá.
All right.
Tá.
First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the
Na
shelf
prateleira
on
da
the
esquerda,
left,
de acordo com a
according to the
receita.
recipe.
Era vinho. Adicionar esse. Ó a animação, mano. Ó a animação, mano. Boa.
So,
Pronto.
what did you pour in there?
Vinho.
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron
Camomila
over
e
the
ferva.
flame.
Tá.
So you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
E pra mover o caldeirão. Ok.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions,
Tá.
you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get
Tá.
it boiling.
Foi.
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Pronto.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them
E-
there on the shelf,
Sálvia
so you've got them at hand.
e camomila, né? E-
All right. Let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
2 punhados de camomila. Tá. Pronto.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts.
Tá, vira a ampulheta.
See? When the sand has
E move
flowed
o
out,
caldeirão pra baixo, né?
that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass.
Aí.
As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough?
Aê,
Take the
caramba,
cauldron
mano.
off
Acho
the
que foi
flames.
demais já, velho.
All right.
Ô,
Now,
véia.
take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Onde? Aqui. Tá bom. É isso aí, mano. A animação desse jogo, cara, tá muito bom, velho.
Have you
Que
ground
é
it?
isso?
Good.
Pronto.
Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to
Mano,
boil
muito bom,
it
velho.
anymore.
É bom de fazer,
All
cara.
you have to do now is decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Frasco aqui. E verter.
Done.
Boa.
Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Boa. 2. Tá bom. Vou sair da mesa. Ok.
Here it is.
Ok.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Beleza, mas eu acho que eu quero fazer mais poção, mano. Eu acho que eu dei as 2 pra ela, né? Eu dei as 2 poções pra ela, mano. Pera lá. Pera lá. E pera lá, não é uma coisa, mano. Ele tá sujo aqui, ó. Ah, eu tinha lavado já. Deixa quieto. Bom. Vou fazer mais uma, pessoal. Eu decorei uma nevinho. Daí eu coloco camomila. Olha lá. Camomila. E esse. Por aqui. 2 punhados aqui no caldeirão. Agora a gente joga ele pra baixo e vira ampulheta, né? Vira ampulheta. Aí. Acabando o tempo a gente ergue. Ergueu. Pega esse aqui. Tritura. Mano, é até gostosinho de fazer, cara. Olha isso, mano. Boa. Coloca aqui. Ok, ok. Agora eu pego o frasco. E verte. Perfeito, mano. Foi perfeito? 3, tá bom. Ui, que susto. E agora a gente sai da mesa. Aí. Perfeito, mano. Que é isso? Aqui, ó. Pronto. Camomilo forte. O personagem tá com fome, mano. É isso? Ah, 47.
So hungry I could eat a horse.
Ô, louco. Pega a maçã então e come tudo isso aqui. Eu vou aproveitar que tem umas coisinhas aqui, ó. E comer. Come, 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 come. Nossa senhora, encheu muito essa cidade. Deu boa. Vou deitar.
Oh, Jesus and the Virgin Mary be praised. It looks like the fever is going down.
Coisa boa aí sim. Então bora deitar só diretão, né? Vou dormir e salvar. Nossa, agora é 5 ainda, cara. Credo. Vamos dormir até umas... Vamos dormir até mais 5, pô. Vai. Aí. 5 da manhã. 5 da manhã.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you
Afasta
having a
esse mulher, eu
nightmare?
tenho namorada. Essa encarada aí. Nossa. E todo
Oi.
bug visual.
bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
Então, mano, tá bom, velho. Isso que importa.
How do you feel?
Estou melhor que ontem.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Meu pai, a espada do meu pai. Meu pai, né?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than
Vamos lá,
that.
pessoal, deixa eu só ver se tá gravando, mano. Tá gravando aí tudo tranquilamente, né?
Murderer.
Tá.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Beleza. Pontos de vantagem. Você pode usá-los bloquear suas outras habilidades. Opa, esse é segundo P. Tá. Sobre os atributos e habilidades do status do Harry. Ao longo do jogo você ganhará pontos de vantagem. Pode usar para melhorar seus atributos e habilidades. Tá. Efeitos que podem afetar temporariamente o status. A reputação dos lugares onde que esteve. Lembrar como ou verificar. Tá. Ok, efeitos. Então, principal, charmoso e oportunista. Consigo ver? Então, ganha mais 10% de reputação. Tá. Força eu não consigo. Agilidade eu consigo. Mãos hábeis e peso pena. Eu tenho quantas habilidades, meu? Quantos pontos? Ah, tenho 13 pontos? Nossa, então dá pra pegar todos esses pontos aqui. Calma lá, então. Charmoso, yes. Tá. Só um. Beleza. Essa capacidade diminui 10 para ser mais devagar. Ou seja, você aguenta mais tempo sem comida antes de ser incomodado pela fome. Isso é bom. Ah, tá. Então aqui eu tenho menos tempo sangrando. Isso aqui é melhor, velho, eu acho. Mas eu também consigo? Ah, não consigo. Tá. Agilidade. Todas as armas será depois ponto menos menor. Em geral, se a agilidade for menor do que a arma exigida, você terá dificuldades para usá-la. Por outro lado, se for maior, o consumo de vigor será reduzido. Isso aqui é bom, velho. Não, dano de queda não, mano. Vamos desse aqui. Tá, eloquência. Vamos lá. Lábia. Ao enchinchar, facilitando a negociação melhores preços. Mais de dinheiro ao vender armas, armaduras, roupas em condições quase perfeitas. Perfeitas ou perfeitas? Não, vamos de lábia, né? Ganhar desconto nas coisas aí. Acho que aqui deu boa. Ok. Ok. Como que eu tô de fome? Ah, 91. Vou só comer um pouquinho aqui antes de... Antes de sair. Que status que é esse aqui? Ah, comeu demais. Tá, então vamos ficar sem comer agora, mano. Vamos sair aqui. Ó, manual o jogo, velho. Tá bonito, hein?
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Mano. Foi capturado pelos comandos. Não, eu vou resumir a história, mano.
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans. But with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
Humans. Assassinos sanguinários.
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Vamos resumir de novo.
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Ah, vamos perguntar como que ele é.
True enough.
Matou o bandido.
Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Gelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I nenever got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This will come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
Aí, pô.
May God bless you for your generosity and your
separa
healing
delas
hearts.
agora, né? Não?
And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa
E eu vou
for
pegar
all
as
time.
coisas aqui, né?
If you
É
should
que eu tô
ever
sem,
find
né?
yourself in need, the doors of
Me
Perkstein
desculpe,
shall
mulher.
always be
Falou,
open.
rabugento, mano.
Thank
Obrigado
you,
por tudo, mano.
sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein.
Tchau,
Hopefully
rabugento.
we'll never need to take
Mano, eu
up
vou
your
aproveitar
offer.
enquanto eles estão conversando. Vou fazer mais poção, velho.
Sorry for coming late, Ma.
Vou aproveitar que eu aprendi a nova poção aqui, deixa eu ver. O que é? Preparar. Ué? Não, mas eu não quero. Pera lá, receita. Eu quero a receita, pô. Ah, não aprendi a receita? Pera lá. Ué, cadê a receita? Ah, meus livros. Receita aqui? Aprender. Ah. Quer ver ela no livro de receita? Sim. Vinho urtiga? Ah, não tem urtiga, né? Tá. De qualquer forma, eu vou aprender a... Eu vou fazer mais uma negócio aqui. Eu decorei como que faz, só deixar feito. Já o camomila e esse. Bom levar, né, pessoal? Vinho. Pego o camomila. 2 punhadinhos. Abaixa esse. Já viram ampulheta. Ok. Eles estão conversando ali fora ainda insanamente. Aí. Pega esse. Rapidinho, pessoal, tá, mano? É só pra ter mesmo, porque... Acredito que vai ser bom, mano. Pronto. Vamos pro frasco. E bora. 3, beleza. Vambora. Pronto, mano. Eu estou sentindo que está tendo uma leve queda de FPS, mano. Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Tá tudo dando baixo, ó, pessoal. Tá. define como dever de mais para TVs mais alto para deixa, daqui a pouco ele já volta ao
Nothing
normal,
against
né?
the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
E o resto da sua companhia temos que ir atrás do vira-lata. Eu vi o Tog no lago. Ah, temos que ir atrás do vira-lata, pô, tá louco?
What about
Deixa eu-
Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Should we get going? Eu vi o Tog no lago. Quem que é Tog no lago? E o resto?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood.
Coitado da Vilma do Caneca.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Então beleza, né? Partiu a animação. Ah, a mulher colocou, ela deu comida, mano, eu roubei toda a comida dela, velho, coitada. Ah, mano, não. Tadinha, mano, que bonitinha, velho. Que bonitinha, mano. Que bonitinha, cara. Que isso, cara? chegamos, mano. Começou, velho. Tá bom. Muito bom, mano. Muito bom. Muito bom, mano. Muito bom. Agora que finalmente começou o jogo em si, né, mano? Se for parar pra pensar, né? Que isso, cara, que isso, mano. Depois de um episódio de 1h30 de vídeo, cara, finalmente começa o jogo. Ai, ai. Esperar carregar, né, pessoal? E já continuamos.
We've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Eita porra!
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! You know who I am? No, we fucking don't!
Move.
I'm Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you.
Be
Begone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait.
Nossa.
Wait, one moment!
É que nem diz o tutorial, né, mano? Dá pra fingir ser nobre lutando com essas roupas.
What?
Né,
The fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
E o que é, mano, que ele tá planejando? Meu amigo? E editor, mano, depois corta isso aí. Editor é eu mesmo, né? Fazer o quê?
Eu teria que matá-lo também. Então, Nigel, não perca a cabeça.
Have you two got any groschen? What do you take me for, wench? For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Mano, complicou a situação, hein?
What the fuck was all that at the gate?
Nossa,
you tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Vai nos trocar, temos que separar nossa casa. Vamos voltar, em todo caso. Não, primeiro temos o quê?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Pô, véi, então vamos ganhar dinheiro, vamos voltar Não, vamos ganhar dinheiro, né?
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Yeah, verdade.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians. even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Ok, né?
Here we are.
Ok, né?
Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers. What is it? It's that woman from the pond.
Ah, é a mulher que a gente
Oh, the
salvou,
one
pô.
you gave us away for.
Viper, that witch. Wench!
What I tell you?
Ó.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Por que tem que ser eu, mano? Minha mulher vai me matar, cara. Que adianta, mano?
God be with you.
Nossa.
A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Nossa.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Caramba, velho, tá fedendo de uma forma tão sinistra, velho, assim, mano. Oh. Pronto.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by...
Agora eu tô ajeitado, mano? Agora eu tô legal, né não? Mas tá tudo sujo, hein? Do mesmo jeito, velho. Como é que tira essas coisas?
bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha!
Hey,
That's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Oh, moça, Karma. Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
No.
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Where?
I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
But not right now. My belly would get in the way. Better to have a drink.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
O que, mano? Que... Meu, mas daí, mano? Como é que... E o cara não explica logo, mano.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Mano, mulher é difícil, velho. Mulher é difícil. Porra, mano. Eu levei uma flechada no ombro, velho, por conta dela.
Why you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Are you ready? Sempre.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill.
Vou ter que trabalhar, cara. Tô no jogo.
My
mano.
old man was meant to take them into the house.
Nossa, cara.
But as soon as he
Eu
got a
achando que ia ser
sniff
um
of
episódio
work,
de luta,
he
mano, de
vanished
guerra,
into
de
thin air.
fogo,
The
mano.
second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly.
Tá bom.
2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Tá bom.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here
Que coisa, né,
before.
mano?
Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear
We'll do
it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scalets.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovit's bailiff.
Deixa eu abrir pouco
And
a
it's
janela,
going
mano.
to be a
Entra vento pra
grand
calor,
affair.
velho.
When
Calor.
rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Instalando o casamento. Tá. Onde vai ser, mano, o casamento?
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his
Samin.
vassal.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Tá. Tá.
It seems that's really our only chance.
Só
What's
para
that?
convidado, mano.
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Tá.
What can I get for you?
Esse aqui, mano, saiba mais sobre o casamento funcionário. Quem que tá tomando cerveja, mano?
How are you?
Could be better.
Onde que eles estão, mano? Ah, eles estão aqui?
Where she's out of sight.
Esses mano aqui, né?
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
Who are you?
We're messengers from Ratai. We were going to see Lord von Berghoff, but we were ambushed.
You and that other dung heap on legs?
I swear it's true.
Look, I'm too old for fairy tales.
Tá difícil, velho.
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
I heard there's gonna be a big wedding in these parts.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samin. A
Lord
big affair.
Samin.
Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Berghoff will come. That's how important our family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
Cara, me deixa
It would
fazer
only be for a
serviço pra
while.
você, mano. Tipo,
Look,
matar uns bandidos.
loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
Tá. Esse Maia aí eu não quero...
I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
Invite us.
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
Mano,
You
tô resolvendo
really
os
are
dados, mano.
desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Nossa, pessoal, mano, é agora, velho. O jogo de dado mais importante, mano, da história. Vamos lá. Quer ver de prima? De prima, de prima. De prima, aqui, ó. Então, eu consigo segurar esse? Não. Mas espera lá, deixa eu ver um negócio aqui. Tá, então é só esses daqui mesmo, né? Mano, será que eu arrisco, velho? Não, mano, não vou arriscar, velho. 600 tá bom, né? 600 tá bom, mano. Só 100, só 100, só 100, só 100. Tá bom, vamos.
Innkeeper, a beer!
Vamos. Mano, ele tá arriscando tudo. Que isso, cara?
Curva!
Vamos, moleque, vamos, moleque, vamos, moleque. Quer ver que aqui eu fiz 1000 pontos, ó. Aí, eu ganhei, pô. Caramba, mano, tá easy, tá?
Good game, friend.
Easy,
Bloody
easy,
hell.
easy.
You've played before. Admit it.
True. I can't deny it.
Thank God we weren't playing for coin. You'd have cleaned me out.
Well, we were playing for something else. So I hope you're going to keep your word.
Well, it's not that easy, you know. I can't just invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Only my old man can do that.
You were lying then?
A bit. But look on the bright side. We had a game, and you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I didn't win anything either.
You can still get to the wedding as a lackey. If you make an
Lacaio,
effort.
tipo o quê, mano?
Got him! I told you, he's gone.
Eu vou, moleque.
Got him!
Cara,
Stop
tudo bêbado.
shouting!
Tá.
Ué.
How's life treating you?
Ah, tá, eu posso falar com o Hans.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed. And you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. An invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list?
Yes,
and
sir.
And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
Meu mano, cara.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks?
Nossa, cara, que mano chato, mano, nesse assunto esse cara.
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Meu amigo. Ai, ai. Tá.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
É, né? E ele tá tomando mais cerveja pra endividar. Onde é que eu tenho que carregar esse saco, mano? Aqui? Porra, mano.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Onde?
Oh.
Aqui dentro, será? Cara, não acredito que eu tô trabalhando, velho. E o cara tá bebendo cerveja. Onde aqui? Onde que é, mano? Ah, aqui embaixo. É aqui? Aqui, né? Nossa, cara, não acredito que tem que fazer isso 5 vezes, meu parceiro. E o cara bebendo, mano. Bebendo. Finalmente o que, meu parceiro? Ah, não, velho. Saudações? Como assim saudações? Referência. De acordo com a ocasião, a importância dessa... Posso a saudar. Ah, tá. Pô, tem que fazer isso mesmo, velho. Tem que meter esse louco mesmo. Meu amigo. Ai, ai. Então vamos lá, né? Eu achando que ia ser um episódio de...
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
Para.
Ignore those people. We don't need any more problems. Don't let them provoke you, all right?
I'm perfectly calm. Some local wretches can't unsettle me. Keep
mano,
working and take no notice of me.
Don't say another word. Those village yokels aren't worth it.
Henry, stop lecturing me like I'm some little brat and get on with your work.
Now to fetch another.
Work those muscles, Hercules.
Hercules, yeah, no.
You ain't got no proof to back up what you say.
All the more reason to leave it be. The weather had been stormy for a few days. So one of the branches snapped and fell off.
Mano, esses caras eles vão brigar, véio, vai dar mais problema pra gente, cara. Isso daí vai dar cagada, meu irmão. Mas se a gente quiser pelo menos parecer um pouco mais honesto, né, tem que terminar esse serviço aqui e quitar a dívida como ia, coitado. Mais dois, pessoal, mais dois, mano.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? Or what the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Ah, cara.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Vai ficar legal o jogo, mano.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Nossa, velho, agora ficou legal. E eu vou continuar trabalhando bem de boa, mano. Quê? Ué? O que? Por que eu tenho que pegar também? Tá bom então, velho. Vem então. Eita, seu bicho. Vem.
Take that!
Vem.
You won't get me.
Slice him up!
Toma. Toma, toma. Vai, vem.
Slice him up!
Ei. Ei, ei, ei. Ei. Ei, 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 2 contra 1.
Zeig, was du drauf hast.
Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard.
Provoca.
You've no chance against me.
Shut up.
Toma, seu bosta.
Won't get me.
Cai no chão aí, otário.
Nice hit.
You're a dead man. You know that?
Cut the bullshit and
Toma,
fight.
toma, combo, toma. Toma. Toma, otário. Toma. Toma, seu lixo. Você não sabe brigar, meu parceiro. Vem.
You're dead. Bastard.
You're no match for me.
Toma. Seu bosta.
So nicht.
Ai,
Show what you're made of.
cara, que desgraçado. Ô lixo.
What are you waiting for?
Toma combo. Carai, velho. Esse daqui foi tenso, hein? Apesar que os caras não sabiam brigar, né, mano? Eles não defendiam.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Eita, pô. Nossa, velho, não faz isso.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
Nossa, cara.
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Cara.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
Meu amigo. É sério isso, mano. Ai, ai. Pô, tá terminando o serviço,
Who the hell
mano.
do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Nossa, que cara puto, velho.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you! I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless! You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt!
Nossa, cara. Jurar. Fazer as pazes.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you, I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. That's because I'm responsible, and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
Agora percebeu, mano?
We'll see who's proud of who.
Agora percebeu, mano? Seu porra. Seu merda. Pô, os caras ficaram o dia ali. Os caras passaram o dia ali, mano. Cacete.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Open Virgo!
Deixa eu ver, mantemos de gravação, pessoal, rapidão, antes de continuar. Meu amigo, já? Já, velho.
Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding.
Ele vai se meter numa merda.
Farewell!
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Cara desgraçado, velho. Que isso, cara? Que isso, cara? Mano, colocou nós pra trabalhar, se meteu em briga, mano, me culpou pra gente tá aqui, mano. Tem que tomar a verdade também na cara, mano. Cara desgraçado, velho. Agora eu também não sei qual que é a estratégia que tem que fazer, mano, mas eu vou... Nossa, cada ação só tem consequência. Se você cometer crimes, reagirão a eles. O que é crime? Tudo aquilo que o cristão honesto deveria evitar. Considerado crime. Matar inocentes, roubar, invadir casas dos outros, ferir pessoas, animais domésticos, perturbar sua vila pacífica. Denunciará aos guardas. Ainda que ninguém pegue flagrantes, não será necessário só. As pessoas são idiotas. Elas podem deduzir que você foi o autor do crime. Ah. Quem gosta de você o compreenderá com gentileza. Os comerciantes poderão até lhe dar descontos. Tá. Você pode... Tá. As pessoas comentarão do seu comportamento, assim como se ajudar. Tá bom. Sempre é possível melhorar sua reputação. Pagando uma influência ou fazendo uma... Tá bom.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
É, mano. Porra.
Henry?
Ué?
It's about time. Come here. Do you have anywhere to
Keep
go?
the peace, and we won't have any
Somewhere
problems.
to sleep?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Do you have a moment?
Tem momento, moça, calma.
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly
Mano, tem que
scruffy
salvar o
nothing.
vira-lata, velho.
But I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything at all.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You don't have to thank me. I could have done without it. And that fracas in front of the tavern as well.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Ué.
Barely. Look at me. They just let me out of the pillory. Nobody wants anything to do with me. And I don't even know what hill that is over there.
Well, that there hill is Slatego. And you pull yourself together. Like Tomcat says, nothing's impossible. And bruises build character.
Aí sim. Tá.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well,
Interessante
one of the
isso, né?
guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in
Isso é
two.
interessante.
Well,
Luiz,
sure.
Interessante.
If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Treinamento de combate, isso daí é bom.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower, that is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Tá bom. Preciso vestir alguma
Practically
coisa.
naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed, although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
Oi, isso ali é interessante, hein? Aparecer o nome, preciso de uma armadura. Armadura. Preciso de armadura.
I could use some armor. Proper, like, for a knight. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armor, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Verdade.
And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armory.
Eu vou precisar
Although
roubar,
you'll need
mano.
quick hands.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Tá.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
Tá.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Pô, cara. Tá. Tá. Deixa quieto. Deu boa.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Tá bom, mano. Jogo salvo. É, velho. Você aprendeu mendigos, tá? Tá. O que é aqui? Informantes de missão. Tá, aqui é a taverna. O que é isso aqui? Brasão do leão. Tá. Informação, ponto de interesse. Putz, cara, descobriu o que aconteceu com a granata. Vai falar com o cara. Entrei na festa de casamento com a ajuda do molheiro. Ah, eu quero vir nesse aqui, ó, do ferreiro. Mas meu amigo agora que liberou as missões aqui. E eu vou aproveitar e encerrar este primeiro episódio, tá, pessoal? Esse segundo episódio, no caso, né? Missão secundária. Terminamento do combate, vai falar com o rapaz, vira-lata. Tá. É, então eu vou ir terminando esse segundo episódio aqui, pessoal, tá bom? Antes da gente continuar metendo louco por aqui, né? Acredito que agora no terceiro episódio vai ter mais coisas pra gente fazer, né? E é isso aí. Consigo cumprimentar o guarda? Não. Mas beleza. Espero vocês então no terceiro episódio, pessoal. Grande abraço, valeu e falou!